Just arrived here at Renfrew Ravine and noticed that this willow tree that I always come to pay my respects to has just recently had a haircut. And noticing all the discarded mess, I saw the pile over here and decided to salvage some of this. It's amazing how this stuff gets wasted. So I'm gonna bundle these ones up. I think it's important to acknowledge that I'm taking something. So I will make an offering of my hair if I don't have something else in gratitude. Listen. Do you know who that is? I don't. I came to gather ivy. Yeah. And to make some baskets. It's not usually the time that we gather supplies to make baskets. This would normally be happening in the winter and the fall when we go inwards and we have time to make and to mend. But here, you know, there's all this exuberance of growth, and everywhere in the city the parks people are trimming stuff. So I'm here mostly because there's lots of trimmings and also because there's lots of extra growth. So I'm picking the invasive ivy, English ivy, which if I do it properly will be a service to the land. So that's kind of why I'm doing it at springtime. This is nice. So I was here once with Laurie Snyder, who, as you know, is an expert in foraging, and she explained that it's really important not to pull the ivy off of the trees like this because it hurts them. So we don't do that. Oops, slippery and muddy. So much tender new growth, look, everywhere emerging. I made a little wreath here with some of the willow and the English ivy and some cedar as a way of making an offering to the land. I put some of my hair here too, and acknowledging that the willow and the English ivy are invasive species. They're settlers or invaders, and that grandmother cedar is local, and that we are on unceded traditional Coast Salish territories of the Musqueam and the Tsleil-Waututh and the Squamish peoples, and that my activities here are a way of me, we have sun and rain, a way of me to acknowledge my path and my contribution, and to decolonize, to question my role deeply, and to engage in practices of reweaving relationship. So here she is, growing along the ground here. May I remove some of you from this bank? Not too much of you. I know that you're holding the earth down here, but I also know that you're choking some of the local species. So I ask permission from the land to do some clearing carefully, and I note that I will do it gently so that, hello woodpecker, I don't leave these little nodules everywhere to create more growth. And I'm going to try and get long strands and bundle those up and then clear them at home where I can contain these little extra growths. I'm collecting some different sizes and as long as possible, and I guess I'll probably get maybe double this amount before I head home. And I'm not clearing the leaves off here because I don't want to spread the ivy. Wow, look at how much moss there is here. This feels like maybe the ivy's been cleared from this area. Wow, beautiful.
Now I'm gonna sit here and burn a little bit of cedar and just do a sit spot. Breathe with the land, share my gratitude, and see if I can tap into a little bit of what the land has to tell me today. So thanks for joining me.